before the earthquake, I was just getting ready to release my album. But since this was so close to home, I mean, it was so real for me. You know, try to call my family, like the phones wouldn't connect. I mean, that freaked me out. So I mean, I'm thinking if that was such a scare for me at that level, I mean, I can't even begin to imagine how the people in the affected areas are feeling even today. One of the first artists that I contacted after the earthquake was Blaze and Maynard from Monkey Magic. They're based in they live in Sendai and come to Tokyo for work. So, you know, they were there when it happened. So they're asking for volunteers to come up. So right now I'm in the process of rounding up people to, you know, hit those areas, you know, I myself included. As you may know, like from the kind of jewelry I make, or like the kind of music I do, you know, I like to have fun, but it definitely made me look into what I say on my songs more. I think a lot of things, like for example music, it has to hit home or else people won't feel it anymore, or like, I don't know, like fashion or anything, you know what I mean? I think people are looking for more, you know, like, is this really necessary, or, you know, so in that way people have to really incorporate function more to their, you know, design maybe. You know, everyone's feeling the same thing, which is they know they need to move, but they feel that it's inappropriate. Here, people need that nudge, and you know, I could play that role, being the nudger, you know, if you will, to get people to move and tell them like, it's okay, just, you know, man, do your thing, you know, because if you do your thing, you will not only rebuild Japan by, you know, making the economy better, but you can have enough funds so that when time comes, you can help these people. I mean, that's what we need right now. I was originally planning to work with Reebok, and so Reebok's been very supportive of this cause. My key word this year is rebuild, so I thought it might be cool to do something like rebuild, like Reebok, R-E-E build. So yeah, I've been very surprised to see how people, when they're unified and mobilized, like how quick things happen. I mean, it's been amazing. Kylie Minogue was in Japan for a tour. You know, she came and definitely was a touching, it was very touching for everybody in Japan, like especially the fans who were waiting for her to come. We got to make a song, and I mean, yeah, it is just a song after all, but we want to use this to try to, you know, continue something, like create awareness, because a song will stay there. In end of June, MTV's hosting a VMAJ, it's Video Music Awards Japan, in the past years, but this year it's gonna be Video Music Aid Japan. So artists are gonna go up and read messages to the people. And for the after party, which, you know, I've been asked to produce, you know, now, like, I'm not gonna make it into just a party, but, you know, obviously I want it to be multifunction. I mean, people need to have fun too, but I'm creating like this flea market / auction where artists will put out their items and do a flea market. It's kind of like a way to meet and greet and connect, and so, you know, it'll draw a lot of awareness. There's this kid called Akashi. He makes this magazine called Licton. He touched up on all these, like, he touched on his theme was politics and art, but he's one of the few people like that who's young and hungry and, you know, has got something to say. There's a lot of kids like that, and I would like to support people like that, because they can voice things that perhaps, you know, I wouldn't know how to voice in their way. Yeah. He's definitely cool. Lipton magazine. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely been a wake-up call. I mean, you know, what's really important in life. You know, everybody always knows in the back of their minds like what's important in life, but you know, at times like this, it's like in your face, you know, and all the priorities in life like come to you like right there and then. As I mentioned earlier, some of the projects that I had lined up for 2011, the way I've been contacting those people to turn that into a more, you know, charity-based project, you know, to which all of them are very, you know, have been giving me a positive feedback. You know, it's definitely turned the way I think about things like creatively and business-wise.